All right, let's get to Capricorn. Nice. All right, clearing the energy. We got the number 14, the Magician, and the Emperor. All right, so take responsibility. Then one is a chance, understanding a new start. All right, so for some of you, it's time to make a change, and you don't like to stay in one place. So you have all the tools with the number one. See, in your hands to do what you need to do. And you should get help. See the helper? Okay. Now, if you're in a situation where this clay is not yours and you are the helper, then you should let somebody make their stuff, but don't try to change it and go, well, you need more years on your art because you don't know the last thing they made. All right. So, and maybe now they're doing something else. So, yeah. If this is you, you know how to change. Just say a new business. You start working out, school. Then you get a trainer, a teacher in the back of you saying, yeah, that's how you do it. Let me fix it up for you. Make sure it's right. But if you're the person in the back, then don't be manipulative and change things behind people's back. You see how that is? With your hands when you may not have the tools or not be using the tools, okay, to really make it perfect. So have patience, just so you'll know which areas you are a helper in and let them lead the way, or you need to lead the way and tell the helper to help, okay? Nice. But it is change and transformation, so yeah, you have to really use your intuition to see, because it may take some work. Clay, you have to shape it, then you gotta put it in the oven, and then wait. Then mark your name. Who's the author? All right, of this. So, yeah, make a change as needed. It's almost like this a machine. See all this up here? Could be God's blessings, and you transmute. So you could be changing something, a gift or something from God or something from the past, and it go through a machine and come out. See? And then you're reforming it. So you could be changing your business or something you make, or starting a new business, going to school, learning something, okay? But like I said, if it's in reverse, then don't go behind nobody back, because maybe it's going to come out not the same, or so use your intuition. Number 5, and realize 5 is all about changes and realization, okay? So what's going on with the Capricorn? Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. I do go live, and you can ask your own question later, all right? Take what resonate, relieve the rest. Upright. Yeah, you got to make a change with the Wheel of Fortune. Complete a cycle. So this could be school, because they all have books. So it's fixed energy you need, because this is mutable, changeable energy, all right? So maybe you need to stay fixed on how so you might need to tell somebody, if you're in the leadership, you don't need their help. You're like, they messing up my project. Yeah. Or don't mess up nobody else's, because then you'll get the karma, bad fortune, all right? Maybe you want that for someone else, or someone could want that for you. So like I said, whatever space you're in, take it as a resonate. Let's see how you feeling. Capricorn. All right. And it could be you still working on something. You could be changing something, and even if it take a minute, time, you know it's going to turn around to be fortunate. All right, so just be careful and use your intuition. What is the secret? Do you need to realize, number 5, or stay devoted and committed? Number 5, dealing with changes. So stay devoted and committed to you knowing whether to put your hand on or think about it. All right, so let's see. Thank you, Birdie. 1, 2, 3, 4. That number 4. So that's the emperor over a whole empire, not just a kingdom. So maybe things are changing, getting bigger. You could be getting older. Yeah. But if you do want to go to school, like I said, it may take a minute. There's the clock. But it'll be worth it if you have patience. Well, how you feeling, Capricorn? That pentacle. Your sign, okay? You're better with your mind and your heart. Well, you may need a heartfelt person to come and help you with that passion, okay? Or that devotion and commitment. Because the heart is the number 5, devotion and commitment. Jesus, all right? Number 5, God, all right? Yeshua. What else you going to do? Capricorn. Because you could have blocks on your heart. Because this is right around your heart. So see how she has that right on her heart? Like, yeah, we friends. But in your heart, it's just a playmate. You have passion for someone, something, or someplace. It's overwhelming. You don't know how to handle it. All right? So that could be creating something. What else? You don't understand. So that's when you would need the outside help. Or if somebody's behind your back and you know stuff should be coming out a certain way and there's a person behind you messing your stuff up, that it can make you overwhelmed, upset. Blue and red. Blue because it's the situation, red of passion and anger. So this is also the temperance card. Don't have a temper. Try to understand. Don't have a temper about what you don't understand. Okay? Let's see what your higher self is saying. Because you could see both situations. And make sure you're not that guy. But even if you're in reverse and still in leadership, somebody could be trying to mess you up or hold you back. But just say you go to a party, it look like they at a party, okay, and they're rating. They're making the, what do you call the thing, the centerpieces. And then you're like, well, I think the centerpieces need to be bigger. They like, not really. They should be small, okay? But you could be like behind the scene, going, I'm going to make them bigger because they just need, so don't do that, okay? Somebody could be doing that to you. Or maybe if you understand it's 2026, things need to be bigger and better, then get help from school, a mentor or somebody to help you make things bigger and better, who have the passion, you have the mind, okay? Or will explain something. Because it's supposed to be positive support, you know, somebody you can trust to help you when it's upright with the temperance card. You make a few changes, and then through time, it's just balanced and just right, all right? Just say you drink a lot with the temperance card. A lot of times that's the bartender. You know, somebody could change, get you a new hobby, all right? Or make you a bartender for real. And how to push out them drinks one after another, you know? What would your higher self say to Capricorn? Thank you so much, Almighty God. Bless us. Thank you. Your higher self would say, call me. So maybe that's your higher self will come in to help you. So you may go, I don't understand it. And then you go, oh, call on God, call on your spirit team, your higher self to what you don't understand. Jesus alone. All right. The main line. So it says, who are you seeing nowadays? Because you need to call on God. Or call on a friend, or I don't know. I don't know who you're seeing no days. No wadays. Nowadays. So your higher self want to say, who are you seeing nowadays? Call me. So if you feel like you're by yourself, you're not. All right? Especially if you don't understand. Because you're supposed to be celibate for a minute. Or maybe you have been. You could have an addictive personality. So maybe that's why. You could be addicted to celibacy or doing it. So maybe it's a no. What else for Capricorn? Watch out for getting addicted to good and bad. Some people are addicted to working out and then they get real thin and unhealthy. You know, so seek happiness. Maybe you need counseling to reform your thoughts of life and love, all right? So seek out happiness and love. Maybe a person to help you. You like, I do like them, you know, and they like, I'll help you make dinner. And you like, all right. You know, they make their little meatballs hecka big, but I'll make mine small and I'll just get the small ones out. All right. Seek happiness, not manipulation, or, you know, if they trying to manipulate you. Put something in your meatballs and no. Make sure they have balls. All right. Seek happiness. Nice. See if we can put this here. Dang. Maybe that's happy with who you seeing nowadays. Maybe you're gonna be seeing somebody in 14 something months, weeks, days. That's 2 weeks. Maybe it's with your person, especially if anybody in your life, family, friends, is Temperance, Sagittarius, Taurus. All right, let's see. One more from your higher self. What you need to do for Capricorn. You are a can-do type person. Thank you to Arnold Murray with the Shepherd's Chapel. So if you ever want to listen to church, you look up the Shepherd's Chapel and you're going to hear the man say this. Because you a can-do type person. That means you can do. Love and happiness. Okay? That's what you are. A can-do type person. That's that pentacle. Look at the pentacle right here. It's supposed to be 6. But you know they be messing with stuff. Alright? So seek happiness. You're a can-do type person. Just be honest. Have integrity. So you don't want to be that, what I tell you. You don't want to be the person making stuff different for somebody that's you see, they got their own recipe. Or if you're honest and have integrity, you'll find out who don't, because you can see with eyes in the back of your head. Like, See how she's pointing at herself? And then after a while, you're like, nah, it ain't me. So be honest and have integrity. Make sure you're not the person in back. You can do, so you can be honest and you can have integrity in everything you do. You can be celibate. You can go out with people that you know, you have patience with. If you don't know how to do something, ask for help. Okay, whether it's counseling, school, you on a new job, you moving to a new neighborhood, all right? Maybe a neighbor be like, oh, let me help you with, I don't know. I don't know. But honesty and integrity, maybe that's who's coming. So make sure you're reflecting that so it can, a can-do type person who has honesty and integrity, that's who you want, that's who you may be with, so, or that could be you. And if you want to set an example to end the cycle with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, good karma coming in, you know, be that, and then you'll reflect it, all right, and bring it on in. Because you got a lot of power and initiative, and people do love you, so sometimes, you know, you ready to move or do something different, so if you don't know how, say, I don't understand, and ask them. You better ask somebody. All right. One more, then we're going to move to see what, be smart and look at the details. Anything you want to do. Because it could be small. Okay. So just say you at a factory and they show business, you make stuff this way, and people come behind you and change it, thinking they helping. Or maybe they are helping and you need to make your stuff bigger. All right. Or be smart, look at the details. You are a can-do type person, but the person behind you could be jealous of that, not wanting you to can-do, not wanting you to do, right? See? And you point, what did I do? I don't understand. Remember your cards? All right. So, be upright and know you can do. Ain't it a song? You can do what you want. Wait. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. But it say be celibate. So maybe you've been, and maybe somebody coming. All right? I don't know. I can't tell you who to suck it to. You know. What is the secret? Make sure you just have integrity. The secret fairy message is grateful children. So remember when you was little. Everything was just right. You were protected, okay? So intuitively, you knew you could sleep well. All right, after reading a book, maybe. So keep good thoughts, stories in your head about childhood. Maybe you're the one that can do for kids, and you open up something for kids. So you say do person. So maybe you a do person for grateful children. Your children, you could be growing up. Now, temperance and time, you're going to have to be a can-do, continue to do that. As you're grateful, you're still a can-do type. If you run into challenges, manipulation, or you just have integrity. So that's who you should be bringing in with that honesty and integrity. Okay, let's get your affirmation. Maybe all your children are so grateful for you, or you're grateful for your parents. What is the secret? Our grandparents, we grateful Almighty God to all our ancestors in all timelines. Bless them. Thank you. All right, what's for Capricorn? It is aware. So be aware. That's your chi. So if you eat an apple, then the sun and then the moonlight be in the apple, you know, and then it goes to you through your hands, your third eye, all around you, just like a little earth angel. But see, you're bigger. See the trees? You're bigger than you think. So be aware of your power. Awareness is intuitiveness. You may go outside and be aware. Oh my goodness, what's that? Something watching me, but you're aware of nature, of earth. See all that earth around you. Okay, so that's spirit and earth. It says, when I focus on positive energy, I'm aware that I attract more of it. So the more grateful you are, the more helpful you are, the more, if you don't understand something, people who love you come do with you, do person, see? Or you are a can-do type person, helping others with a smile. All right, so it's like, be aware. When I focus on positivity, that's what I attract. Like I said, focus on honesty, integrity, all that. Honest blessings on your children. Blessings on the earth and thanking God, okay? Your chi, you doing yoga, Tai Chi, I don't know. If you don't know how to do it, ask somebody. Okay, so be aware of intuitively your strength. Maybe your intuition is your strength, but maybe if somebody help you, it's double. See, I see a 1, it goes to a 2. I see a 4, that's you. With help, it goes to an 8. So that could mean also a lover or a person, teacher, friend. Be aware of who's helping, who's manipulating, and make sure you are upright, okay? Because if you have positive energy, that's what you attract. You think about it, that's what you think, like-minded people, okay? Let's get to this love thing. It's a love thing. Yeah. After talking in my sleep about love made. Let's see. What's somebody want with you? Love. They want to make some barbecue. What's going on? Secret. Love. What do they want with Capricorn? Upright. They don't want you to be single. But it's not an agreement. 6 upright is an agreement. And then you may be blocking off. See this red light? Any other tenders, all right? Or any joint effort. You ain't putting no effort in nobody else. So somebody may just don't want you to be single upright. Yeah. So they want to get with you. But maybe it ain't happened and you're looking back. I don't know. Maybe you're surrounded by tenders. All right. It could be some codependency. Because maybe you're not on your own at this moment. Maybe they just don't want you dating. What does your person want to say? They can't take it anymore. What else does your person in romance for Capricorn want to say? Please do what's best for your heart. They can't take it no more. And one more. They can't express this. Okay? So let me help them out. And expressions. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell if this don't resonate, especially in love, you know. Then ask your own questions. All right, let's see. I just had to wet my whistle. All right. What is if... Okay, we're going to do general first. If you're generally in Capricorn, what's your person want to say? Generally. Just a couple of generals. They don't like the tarot. Maybe you don't. But you watch it sometime. I don't know. But they don't like it. What else they want to tell you about love? Baby daddy. They are one. They could be yours. Or they are one. What else? About romance. Romance. We not compatible in romance. Maybe they just your baby daddy. But you still codependent. Or y'all still see each other. But you looking in a new direction. Or they are. They feel you're not compatible. Something happened with your baby daddy. They could be your baby daddy. If they not, they can know you got one. Or going through some things with one. They don't like tarot. They don't feel you're compatible now. Maybe y'all went through some things. They like someone else now. That's what they want to tell you. but they can't express this. So compatibility is the reason. That means you tell a joke, they don't laugh because you don't think it's funny. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want to see that movie. I don't like Chinese food. We not compatible. Okay? I'm ready to go out. I want to stay home. Okay? Not that people can't work through that, but they do want to talk to you now. Could be about this. Or if you told them that, like you looking at somebody else, they still could not be able to express themselves. Okay? So let's see. Feminine, masculine. If you are feminine, what do your masculine want to say? He's standing behind you, helping you cook. If you are feminine, what does your masculine want to say? Capricorn. They are a horn. Maybe they loud? Or they tell everybody everything. Or they a tattletale? I don't know what that means. I just was writing cards. That's how I go. Okay, there's a horn right here, Capricorn. Maybe they're an EMT, a fireman, a police person. Maybe they complain a lot and got to go to the doctor. I don't know. But that was the fire truck with the horn. Okay. That's who they are. What else they want to tell you? Six of Pentacles in reverse, though. An eye for an eye. Be you not a copycat. They are horn. So I guess they would tell on you. And they would get you back, I guess. That could mean, I don't know. It could resonate somewhere else, some other way. So I like someone else now. Be you, not a copycat. What else for Capricorn? If you're a woman, what does this man want to say? I'm ignoring you. And I want out of my union to be with you. That's what they're telling you. So maybe they are seeing someone else now, but now they want out of their union to be with you. This is a general one. I don't like how you talk. Okay? So maybe you talk like you're not coming. They ignoring that until I guess they can get it together, all right? Anything else that the man want to say to the feminine Capricorn that matters? It should matter. You get on my nerves, really, and that's what matters. Especially if they're ignoring you because they don't like how you talk. That could be male or female. This was just there. All right. And what about love? Anything they want to say about loving you for the feminine Capricorn? What does the masculine want to say about love? Okay. They do still dream about you, even if they're ignoring you. And how they feel about you. Feminine Capricorn, how they feel. Still trying to date you. Or it's an STD. And they sorry they hurt you. All right. Now let's see if you're masculine Capricorn. Because the feminine be getting on people's nerves. Maybe. So what I say, don't get on people's nerves changing stuff. All right, let's see. What does, for the masculine Capricorn, what does your feminine want to tell you? Only for money. If you're a masculine Capricorn, maybe they think you only want them for money. If they making all the cash, and you like, oh, I'll help. Or that's you in the background. But they only here for money. Why? Because you're too old, masculine Capricorn. or they're too old for you. You could have told them that so they could just know you're there for money, or they know you're there for money if they too old for you, okay? Don't tell nobody we talk because you too old. So if you're a man, Capricorn, they don't want nobody to know y'all talking because you too old for them. And if you give them money, that's what's up. All right. Anything else? You're a masculine. What this lady want to say? You have a beautiful spirit, or they do. I don't know who do. You do or they do. And advice is to focus on you. Maybe the Holy Spirit is a beautiful spirit, and if this only for money, focus on you and the Holy Spirit. Okay, that's your advice. If you're a man, what's the most important thing they need to tell you that's true? If you're a man, they are married. So maybe it's not your age or their age or the money. Maybe they married for some of you. Okay. For some of you Capricorn men, you married or they married. That's why you can't tell nobody. All right. You or them. All right. Let's get one more fairy card. Just what is the secret? The angel family is the secret. The Empress and the Lovers. It's 36. Number 9, the Hermit. Something's a secret or enlightenment. And grateful children. Look at that. So somebody could be trying to take care of their home, responsible for a home or kids, doing something for money. So be careful of that. And that is the loving energy. So Capricorn, if you're good with your mind, yes, need to be some changes. Ask for help. Especially if you're doing stuff only for the money. Maybe you can go to school and do something you love to do, okay? And to do that, you just be aware. When I focus on positive energy, I'm aware that I attract more of it. So for your children's sake, your inner child, especially if you're a man or a woman, all right? Love in your heart and awareness. So be aware. This is 9 and 10. So things may be finished. 10 is the finish line. 9 is enlightenment. Always be enlightened about what's best for the children. Especially if something only for money. Or maybe you just work only for money and just to take care of the kids. Maybe your baby got a bed like this. They like, thanks, Mom. Okay, you like the things I got to do. And you thank God. So be aware. And be an angel of the family. Maybe that's you. Be grateful. And that's your reading, okay? Thank you, Capricorn. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm going to talk to you later. God bless you. I'm Dr. Sweet Joy. Check out my website, spirituallyblessed.net or .com. You can get shea butter or even book a personal reading if you can't wait till I go live, okay? Joyce Advice Line at gmail.com. It's my email and my cash app, SweetJoy69. It'll all be in the description, okay? I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Mm-hmm.